Namaskar. Myself CA.Vivek Khurana, and I hope you are doing well. And today we will discuss about recent financial relief by our Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. He had given some relief in relation to Companies Act, GST, Income Tax Act, IBC, and other various sectors. So today let's discuss about the relief under IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. So let's first listen what our Honorable Finance Minister said relating to IBC. So just listen this.
Move over to Insolvency Bankruptcy Code. You are aware the threshold for default as it exists now is 1 lakh of rupees. So from that existing threshold of 1 lakh rupees, we are raising the threshold of default to 1 crore so that we can prevent triggering of insolvency proceedings against MSMEs. That gets implemented straight away. However, we will watch the situation, and if the situation improves, there is no worry. But in case the situation continues to be similar to what it is today, beyond 30th April 2020, then we may consider suspending. At the moment, I'm not suspending, but I'm saying if it continues like this, beyond 30th April also, then we may consider suspending Section 7, Section 9, and Section 10 of the IBC for a period of 6 months, meaning if we find that the situation continues like this beyond April, then we may suspend for 6 months Section 7, Section 9, and Section 10 of the IBC, so that companies can be stopped from being forced into insolvency proceedings in such force majeure causes of default.
So Finance Minister has said two things. First, see in the press note. Press note में आप देखेंगे he had just talked about two things. First is threshold limit. The limit was 1 lakh rupees, that we will discuss what's the threshold limit. That has been increased to 1 crore rupees. Number one changes. And second, and if you go to the PPT and see the second changes, if the current situation continues beyond 30th April 2020, this change it will after 30th April. She said if this situation continues like COVID-19, this situation continued, worst to worst situation, then we may suspend Section 7, Section 9, Section 10 of IBC for a period of 6 months. So the person who are IP and who knows the IBC are aware about the Section 7, 9, and 10. But for others, let me brief you about the Section 7, 9, 10, and also let's discuss about the threshold limit. The threshold limit hai kya under IBC. So if you go to the IBC, there are one insolvency resolution process that is for one corporate person, another one individual and firms. Corporate person के लिए तो it's notified, it's a CIRP, but for individual and firms it's not notified yet. So for CIRP, what's CIRP? Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process. And when can CIRP initiate it? कब initiate कर सकते हैं? When there are a minimum default of 1 lakh rupees by a corporate debtor. This is the threshold limit, 1 lakh rupees. And in section itself, section 4 of the IBC, it's in section itself, it's mentioned this limit can be enhanced by the central government up to rupees 1 crore. And government was not aware कि उनको इतनी जल्दी this limit will increase, उनको इतनी जल्दी increase करनी पड़ेगी. That we will see in section 4. अभी हम section 4 पे आएंगे. तो first see who can when can be the CRP initiated if some corporate debtors. So who is corporate debtors? See in the next slide. Corporate debtors means corporate person who owes a debt to any person. So who is corporate person? Corporate person. तो corporate person की definition है, corporate person means number 1, company as defined in clause 20 of section 2 of the Companies Act 2013. So companies will be included. Second is limited liability partnership as defined in clause 9 of subsection 1 of the section 2 of Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. So second, LLP also covered in corporate debtors, and then a corporate person. Then third is any other person incorporated with limited liability under any other law for the time being in force, but shall not include any financial service provider, like if banks, insurance company, they are not covered in the definition of corporate person. So if any corporate debtor कौन है? Corporate person who owes a debt to any person. So if the default, if the minimum default is 1 lakh or more, then can initiate the CIRP, and this limit has been increased to 1 crore. Then now we'll see what's the section 4 जहां पे ये limit है, threshold limit. Section 4 of IBC, what it say? Section 4 it say this part shall apply to the matters relating to the insolvency and liquidation of corporate debtors where the minimum amount of default is 1 lakh rupees. So if any corporate person, अगर आपका कोई corporate debtors उनके कोई default है 1 lakh or more, then any person can initiate the CIRP. And also in section 4 it's mentioned, provided that central government may by notification specify the minimum amount of default of higher value which shall not be more than 1 crore rupees. तो it's already जब section जब हमारा IBC insolvency and bankruptcy code आया, then in section itself government has mentioned कि it can be limit can be increased to 1 crore rupees, but they are not aware कि उनको इतनी जल्दी इस लिमिट को इंक्रीज करना पड़ेगा 1 crore. नाउ द सेकेंड थिंग, एक तो उन्होंने थ्रेशोल्ड लिमिट, ऑनरेबल फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर ने थ्रेशोल्ड लिमिट इंक्रीज किया 1 लाख रुपीस की जगह 1 crore. एंड सेकंड ही सेड इफ, अभी वो चेंजेस नहीं किए, उन्होंने कहा है इफ द करंट सिचुएशन कंटिन्यूज बियॉन्ड 30th अप्रैल 2020, अगर यही सेम सिचुएशन लाइक लॉकडाउन, अभी इट्स अप टू 14 अप्रैल एंड आफ्टर दैट दे विल कंसीडर कि वेदर दिस सिचुएशन रिमेन सेम और कुछ चेंजेस हुए हैं, देन वी मे, हियर द वर्ड इज मे, कंसीडर सस्पेंडिंग सेक्शन 7, सेक्शन 9, सेक्शन 10 of IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016 for a period of 6 months. So to save the MSME, उनको सेव करने के लिए कंपनीज के लिए, so that कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा एप्लीकेशन NCLT में ना जाए अगेंस्ट द कंपनीज. So section 7, section 9 and section 10 it will be suspended for a period of 6 months. अभी suspend नहीं हुए, they will consider after 30th April. 30th April के बाद they will see the situation. So now we'll see what is section 7, section 9 and section 10 कि है क्या section 7, 9, 10 जिसको FM कह रहे हैं कि suspend कर देंगे. तो first we'll see section 7 of the IBC 2016. Section 7 क्या कहता है? Section 7 says of section 7 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016 provide a statutory right in favor of financial creditors. वहां पे two types of creditors are there, financial and operational. In section 7 financial creditors के पास right है, they can make an application against the corporate debtors के against CARP, I told you, corporate insolvency resolution process, they can start under section 7, means they can make an application to the NCLT that defaulter occurs 1 lakh rupees, now the limit is 1 crore, so they can start the process under section 7. This is for financial creditors. Financial creditors के पास right है कि अगर financial creditors के dues है from a corporate debtor 1 lakh or more, जिसकी लिमिट अभी थ्रेशोल्ड लिमिट 1 करोड़ हो गई है, तो इट विल कवर अंडर सेक्शन 7, जो वो कह रहे हैं कि आफ्टर 30th अप्रैल वी मे सस्पेंड फॉर ए पीरियड ऑफ 6 months. Then we'll come to section 9 and section 10. I told you financial creditors section 7, and in section 9 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, it gives rights to the operational creditors to make an application to the NCLT, adjudicating authority, for default. If some default occurs from a corporate debtors by 1 lakh rupees या 1 crore rupees, then they can start the process. CRP start कर सकते हैं, operational creditors भी under section 9. Okay, then now we'll see section 10. Section 10 क्या कहता है? Section 10 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016 provides the right to the defaulting company कि अगर कोई डिफॉल्टर है, कॉर्पोरेट डेटर्स डिफॉल्टर है, तो उनके पास राइट है, they themselves can make an application to the adjudicating authority, NCLT के पास एप्लीकेशन लगा सकते हैं to declare himself insolvent. वो अपने आप भी सेक्शन 10 में एप्लीकेशन लगा सकते हैं to declare himself as insolvent. This is in section 10. So this is regarding the section 7, section 9 and section 10, which our finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman is saying कि we will see the situation after 30th April. 30th April के बाद let's see section 7, section 9 and section 10. Yes, he said कि if the situation continues beyond 30th April, 30th April के बाद भी अगर same situation रहती है, then they will suspend. We may consider suspending section 7, 9 and 10 for a period of 6 months. तो अभी सस्पेंड नहीं करे उन्होंने सेक्शन 7, 9 एंड 10. अभी सिर्फ थ्रेशोल्ड लिमिट 1 करोड़ रुपीस करी है, जो 1 लाख रुपीस थी वो सेक्शन 4 में. सो दिस इज द अमेंडमेंट, यू कैन से द रिलीफ्स, जो रिलीफ प्रोवाइड करी है फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर निर्मला सीतारमन जी ने रिसेंटली, जो उन्होंने रिलीफ प्रोवाइड करी है अंडर IBC कोड. सो दिस इज द चेंजेस इन IBC. सो आई होप you come to know the changes regarding in IBC, and once again my request to all of you, please stay home, stay safe and stay updated. We care for you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.